Guidus TV, never ads, always free. Let's keep it free, no ads. Support and share, and get guided with Guidus TV.
Get connected with Guidus TV. Like us on Facebook.com/GuideUSTV1. Join us on Google Plus, plus.google.com/PlusGuideUSTV. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/GuideUSTV1. Find us on Flickr, flickr.com/photos/GuideUSTV. And add us on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/GuideUSTV. Get guided with Guidus TV.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Yusuf Estes with really good news. But first, many people are hearing things about Islam, but they are not getting the right message. So the best time to get the right message out is right now. And we have the best way to do exactly that with Allah's support and your help. We've got our projects, our websites, satellite TV channels, and now we can reach every home on the planet, inshallah. Let's make that difference together. It's easy. And be my dawah partner. Salam.
Stay tuned. More coming up right here on Guidus TV.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. How are you?
Oh, alhamdulillah, I'm good. It was a bit chilly today. We didn't get snow, but it was cold enough for snow. So that, it's basically freezing point or a little below freezing. So that would be about, I think 30 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, nice. We got cold here, and I worked outside in just a t-shirt, and it was down in the 40s. Whoa.
Wow. Well, right now it is 32 degrees. So what can you say? But keep in mind this. Yeah. Aren't you glad you're in California and not in the province of New Brunswick?
I don't know how you guys can live up there. It's just beyond me.
Well, if you're born into this kind of weather, you don't get used to it. You actually tolerate it. I talked to people from India and different places, and I was talking to a fellow from Nigeria today, and I was telling him this is like his second winter. And I said, so you've seen snow once and you're off of it? He goes, yes. And so he says, I really don't know how people can live like this, but he's staying here. So,
MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah.
yes. So there was a couple of things that we should talk about tonight. And I think one of them is the importance of the satellite station and people contributing to the satellite station so that it can stay on. Because this is a really important thing when you look at the fact of the people that watch the satellite feed, because it goes into the prisons, and it's very beneficial in regards to converts in the prisons.
Well, yeah, that's true. What do you think about talking about it tonight?
I think it would be a good idea, and I think we also should talk about it, the websites and the importance of these websites for other people.
Well, I think so. And let's there are a number of things that have come up, and yeah, I guess we need to talk about what happened in maybe not, because I don't have all of the proof yet, but something happened in the land of the, well, I'll skip it for now. Okay. Until I get more proof, I don't want to say anything.
Okay. So let's start off with the important thing, thanking Allah for the day that we had, and looking at the fact that we're able to have this conversation and that we can share it with everyone who's watching, and hopefully they'll also share this too, so other people can get to watch it. So when we talk about the satellite channel and the content that goes out there, the people that see it, and I know it's not just people in prison, it covers the whole United States. And you did say there are people in Canada that do watch it from satellite. So do you have like a rough idea of how many people would be watching us?
Well, yeah, no, it varies from time to time, but we have all of the incarceration places, the prisons and jails. So that would probably be several 100,000 already, because it's all across the United States. And by the way, that's including Canada.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I pushed the right button now, and I'm
okay.
yeah. Anyway, so this is something important, because the number of people watching at any particular time can vary so much. It can be 10,000, and it can go all the way up to 1.5 million, but it varies. And because we don't have any commercials, there is no real point in paying thousands of dollars a month to just get an estimation of what we have. So, but whenever somebody calls in, that means that probably 50,000 people or more are watching. But I don't know if that is an exact thing for the inmates in the prisons, but I don't know that. However, maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know.
Right. Well, it's one of those things that's hard to judge on the fact that you can't exactly get the information, and so you can't really tell. And spending out that kind of money doesn't make sense when we need money to for the channels to stay on. And so with that, where should people donate if they're looking at donating to support the satellite channels?
One of the things that you can do, you can head up to dawapartners.com, or you can look at donate2islam.com, or donateforislam.com, or donateislam.com, because all of these, we own those, and we wanted to get them before somebody really charged an arm and a leg. But, you know, non-Muslim get those and they would sell them for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. And we got them for under $50. Yeah. Anyway, I would like for people that are watching this right now to go on dawapartners.com and then be sure that you go on dawapartners.com and then click the links that we have on that website, because then you can sign up to be a really partner with us. You get the rewards of what we're doing. And we ask for three things. We ask you to make the dua for us and include yourself in the us. You say, Ya Allah, Ya Rabbil Alameen. And then if you speak English, you know, you're stuck with English, okay. Then, but only for the Muslims, only the believers. Otherwise, we don't want anybody to donate that does not get a benefit out of it. And the benefit is being a Muslim. And the benefit on the Yawm al-Qiyamah, the Day of Judgment, is really, really big. So we want people to do that. Anyway, number one, make the dua and include yourself. Ask Allah, guide us, guide us, guide us. And then guide all your friends, guide your family, you know. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Then the second thing, okay, share the videos, share the links, share the social media that we have, and share everything, especially share the Dawa Partners with those who will like to see what we're doing. And we give you all of the details first, of course, and then you can sign up for as little as $10 a month, which is pennies a day. And as much as you would like, because keep in mind, the end of the year is coming up. And whatever you donate right now, you can take off your taxes. No sense in wasting it, right? Okay, the third thing is that you can, I think I already gave you the third thing, right?
Well, you forgot share, or did you?
I said share.
Yes, and you said how to set up your account to donate. You said for dua. You covered all three.
You know, I'm not a very good salesman. I'm not the guy that can raise the funds for anything that we do. And I can help raise funds for a masjid or a school, something like that. But I'm not very good at raising the funds for our projects, even when I go overseas. And sometimes we get nothing because I don't emphasize what we're doing. That's something.
Well, that's okay. You do. Allah has called you to do a certain thing, and Allah has blessed you with the gift to be able to speak to different people about Islam and the work that you do in regards to dawah. When you look at this is very important. So, for me, what I want to do is talk to the ones that are watching me right now. And I want to emphasize the importance of this work going out to everyone and the importance of you donating to Dawa Partners. And Yusuf explained to you how the Dawa Partners works. And by donating to these projects, there's so much rewards that you can get from them. And think about it. There's people in prison that are watching this, and when they come to Islam because you donated money, you get the reward of this. And when they learn to recite start to recite, or when they start to do different things in regards to their faith, you also get the rewards from this too. And you got to keep in mind with other projects that's going on that they do, you also get these rewards. So that's why it's so important for you to donate and ask Allah how much you should donate. And when you look at the cost of a cup of coffee a day, and most people get, several cups of coffee a week. And when you look at that price and you think to yourself, well, if I can buy this, how come I can't donate to Guide Us TV? So with that, that's my sales pitch. And I pray to Allah that you do donate.
Okay, well, back to me. I would like to mention that we're having a difficulty contacting the same ones that we did last year or the year before last, for the contest. And we don't have anybody yet doing that. And I would like for any of the ones that have done it in the past that are watching this or watching this in the near future to call us right away and get on the ball, because this is really needed. And I want the children to get their prizes, and I want them to figure out who won it, So this is one of the things that I would like to do, inshallah. Anyway, what else do you have on your agenda for tonight?
Tonight? I think let's start by taking a look at some of the websites that Guide Us TV has and sharing this with them so they can. Oh, by the way, the one for learning Arabic, is that ready to show yet? Because I think that.
Check it out right now and keep talking to the folks, and I'll see what I can do.
Yes. Okay. Well, Brother Yusuf is doing that. The reason why I brought that up is because I would like to learn Arabic, and I come to the realization it's not about the money. Keep in mind, I live in Canada. So going to a place like Saudi Arabia to learn Arabic, I don't think I can handle the temperature there. So having a website like this that can help me to learn the Arabic language, and I can do it at my own pace, and I don't have to work, because it's a website and you're learning from the website itself. You don't have to worry about somebody being impatient with you. And so having this type of thing is so important, especially for for somebody that struggles with certain things like me. And, you know, I'm not getting any older. I'm sorry, I'm not getting any younger. So, yeah, well, if I stop getting older, I'm no longer, you know, alive. But anyway, so when you look at this and you say to yourself, this is a good thing. So, Brother Yusuf, is it ready to show?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it online for, yeah, just give me a few more minutes.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So when I look at other websites, especially like Share Islam, and the different sections that you can look at, who is Allah, and you know, you can check and see about the women of Islam, and there's a lot of history in what the things that you're looking at, in getting a better understanding about Islam and how to do certain things. And it's so, you know, all these things are so important. I mean, even when you look at something, when you think about it, performing wudu or wuzzle before you perform salah, and why we perform wuzzle. But anyway, I think.
Yeah, I think I have it.
MashaAllah.
But I don't know if it's going to work because this is the old version of it.
Wassalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Up until very recently, this is the way that you would expect to learn the Arabic language. With someone coming in the traditional dress, the traditional way, and speaking only the Arabic language to you and showing you everything as you see it here. So that's why we're going to offer this special presentation of Arabic in English. One of the letters in the Arabic language is called lam. Now, it's not a sheep, it's lam. I think when you see how we put this together, you'll realize that this is a great way for our youth to learn the Arabic language, for new Muslims who would like to know more about their religion, for those who are intimidated a bit by the Arabic and never tried it, for those who would just like to know Arabic in general, to know what people are talking about. And as they say, see what they're saying. So we're going to try, inshallah, to cover all of those things in this program.
MashaAllah. Well, this is, there is a charge for this one. This is the only thing that we charge for because we have a teacher in the back end of it. The back end has a teacher that is paid by us, and if you get all of that, it'll be $40. But if you can't afford it, just send me an email or call us on the phone, either way, and then we'll see what we can do. Maybe somebody else will pay it for you. But we do have a cost of it because it is on one of the websites that we have to pay for. However, if you want to get around that, you can do that. But you can rent all of them for $8. All of the, but you can buy them for $40, and you keep it forever. I don't know.
Well, the way I look at it, and you know, for me, I'm looking at that price and I'm thinking it's so little compared to if you buy software that teaches you the Arabic language or any other language, and that's in the hundreds of dollars. So to me, even though it's $40 US, it's still not that much, and it's doable. For me, it's doable. I know for some other people it mightn't be, and there's options, and that's a good thing too. So I'm still happy that I can still do this in this way here. I can put a little more effort into learning the Arabic language and better understanding, because a lot of times I have friends that talk to me and they only speak Arabic, and then I have to have somebody else to translate for me. But it's nice to be able to sit down with these people and actually just have a conversation with them in Arabic. And this way here, it also helps me in regards to when it comes to the Quran as well. So these are important things.
Well, the Quran is in the Arabic language. And this is why that I insist that if somebody can, to get this course or hire a teacher, that's going to cost more money than all of our stuff together for 1 hour. So, yeah, I think that if you can get a masjid that has an imam in it that doesn't have anything to do in the weekdays, or maybe he's got an hour or so once a week or twice a week, you can learn from the imam and learn the basic Arabic so that you would know that this really is from Almighty God. Otherwise, you don't really have a foundation built up because you don't know the Arabic language.
Exactly. And I know in the Moncton area, that's Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada, I know at Masjid Yusuf, Brother Dawood, who's the imam there, he has Arabic classes so far I know there's 2 students that are both converts to Islam, and he's helping them with this, and it's he does this weekdays, like Monday to Friday, and so they're involved with their classes, and he does an excellent job with this. So for the ones in the Moncton area, they can check this out, and I think this would be beneficial for them. And he also offers Dawah courses too.
Okay, I think we're in the middle of the hour, so probably we need to take a break right now. What do you think?
That is a great idea. Let's take a break. So, with that, stay tuned and stay guided with
Guide Us
TV.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. More coming up right here on Guide Us TV. Stay tuned. More coming up right here on Guide Us TV.
How can you get rewards like we do? 3 things you can do. Make dua for us and include yourself in the us. Number 2, shareislam.com and share the emotions that you have when you think about being a Muslim. And number 3, join us. Support dawahpartners.com. It's easy, real easy.
Get connected with Guide Us TV. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/guideustv1. Join us on Google+, plus.google.com/+guideustv. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/guideustv1. Find us on Flickr, flickr.com/photos/guideustv, and add us on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/guideustv. Get guided with Guide Us TV.
Guidance TV, watched by many, loved by all. New Muslims, young Muslims, born Muslims, non-Muslims, all enjoy it. Guidance TV, never ads, always free. Let's keep it free, no ads. Support and share. And get guided with Guidance TV. Salam alaikum. I'm Yusuf Estes with really good news. But first, many people are hearing things about Islam, but they are not getting the right message. So the best time to get the right message out is right now. And we have the best way to do exactly that with Allah's support and your help. We've got our projects, our websites, satellite TV channels, and now we can reach every home on the planet, inshallah. Let's make that difference together. It's easy. And be my dawah partner. MashaAllah, we have a phone call. Let's answer the phone and see who it is. MashaAllah. Salam alaikum. Oh, it's Sister Khadija, all the way from, where are you now?
Jersey, New Jersey.
No, oh, you're in your home state, New Jersey. Okay. Yes. What's going on?
I just called to say salam.
Oh, mashallah. Are you watching the channel?
Sheikh, you know I'm driving. I don't have time for that. I'm so sorry.
Well, I don't want you to drive and watch a TV channel. Alhamdulillah. So, if you would like you to call us anytime, you can. But if you're driving, I think you probably have something else to do.
No, I just feel like to say salam to you and entire world that is interested in the dawah, sharing Islam and doing humanitarian work. I just want to say salam to everyone.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. MashaAllah. Thank you, sister.
Okay, continue to what you do, and again, give my salam to all your audience, and keep up the great work of dawah, inviting to Islam.
You got it. You got it. MashaAllah. She mentioned dawah, and actually it is the same root for dawah as it is for dua. Did you know that?
Yes. I think you might have mentioned this before, but I'm not sure.
Okay. So dawah and dua. Now the translation of dawah is call. And the translation of dua is seeking, actually calling upon Allah. We say prayer, pray for us, make dua for us, but actually the word is maybe call or call Allah, I think that it's related to the call. Have you heard anything about that?
Well, when you're thinking about it, when you're praying to God, you're calling upon, so basically you're calling upon Allah to, you're asking him for help, for guidance, for multiple things. And so you're calling upon him. So that makes perfectly logical sense. And when the other thing too that we got to point out about the sister, we should make dua for her because of the work that she does in regards to helping people in poverty and making sure people are fed and clothed and number of the work that she does. And may Allah bless her. Ameen.
I mean, Ya Rabbil Alameen, this is so important, and we do ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help her in her work because she is one of the few people that has the inclination to do it. And if somebody said, well, why does a woman do that? Okay. Number one, women and men can call people to Islam. Men and women can work and do things and do charity work. So this is really a critical thing to consider. If a woman has to go out and do it because the men aren't doing it, oh man, this is a big shame. But if she's doing it and there are people that are supporting her, okay, and she wants to do it, this is great. And mostly she does have supporters, but I would like to insist that everybody that could support her. I think the website, if you donate something on our website, we'll give it to her. That's a good idea. Okay, we do have a call.
Oh, mashallah.
Salaam alaikum. Okay, I don't know how to turn on the microphone so that you could talk. I don't know.
It's all right. I basically been hearing the conversation of today, and I want to remind everyone about something that sometimes we forget. When we when we are out there giving dawah, right, and doing that job that you're saying that, like it's for men and women, that's our duty, as Muslims, that's our duty. So being a woman, right, when you say, yes, it is, how can no woman can go out there, and it should be the man going out there, spreading the word of Allah. But then I also believe that women and men can preach more with our actions than with our words, because sometimes we could be at a Walmart, and the way that we dress or the way that we speak with our own children can set up an example for somebody that you may think that they're not looking at you. And they may, in whatever action or word or gesture that you may have had towards your own persona and others, can give the other person that not necessarily is a Muslim or a Muslim, can make them have this sparkle on their thoughts to think about, this woman wear hijab and that was so nice of her, or that was so nice of him. And I wonder what kind of person it is that dressed like that, And I'm telling you because it's not just about preaching and saying, well, this is what it says in the Quran, but we also have to preach more with our actions than words. That's very important.
Well, you nailed it, sister. You nailed it exactly. This is something, and I found the button to make it so that people could hear you. We have a new system, and I just got this a couple days ago, and it works. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah,
well, go ahead.
We tend to think, that we tend to judge a lot upon the bad behavior of people. Like we tend to see what is wrong on people more than what is positive on people. And we have to take a moment and remember that when we point at somebody, 3 of those fingers point at us. And we have to, and I like to see it this way where I'm like, oh, okay, like what am I doing to set an example for my family. You know, and if you work on that, like I said, with your actions, it may be one person. It only takes one person, Brother Yusuf, to really, you know, whatever you do out there, you could even be praying in a parking lot without you even thinking that there is somebody watching you. And suddenly there is one person who turns to you and they see you pray and they're like, I wonder what this person is doing. And that can just be that initiation, that initiative act, like thought, you know, that they saw, that can send them home, and it can be that sparkle in their heart to look up onto Allah.
Very true. Very, very true. MashaAllah. Actually, the men are not supposed to give the dawah to the ladies. And the ladies are not supposed to give the dawah to the men, except if there is a group. But they're not to be alone together. Is that right?
Yes, that is true. I mean, Allah, our Prophet, and Allah, Allah protect us, right, from many harms. And I want for everyone to hear us that is listening to this video, not to think of it as, oh, we segregate ourselves just because woman with woman and men with men, just because. No, this have a logic to it. Because, you know, subhanAllah, like when you are alone with a person, you know, the opposite sex, you know, like you're female, can be preaching to a person that is a man, or just talking to a person that is a man, you know, who's the best person in between those two? It is Shaitan, right? So, and then Allah, He created this system that is good for us to protect us from the harm that we may not necessarily think of it, but that it exists, because, you know, it's just what it is. That's number one. Number two, it is just, I believe it is the most healthiest thing. The woman, and a good thing for us women as well, like to get to know other sisters, but also to educate ourselves, because we're mothers, we're sisters, we're daughters, and we have all rights to possess the knowledge of Allah. So that's one thing that I want everybody to remember. Like, women have the right to have the knowledge of Allah. It's not just for men. So women are very special, and the knowledge of Allah is not just for men, but for women.
You got it. That is perfect. Because the women in Islam are raised to the high degree, not the low degree. Not that we're stepping on them, but we elevate them. And you reminded me of one of our websites, Women in Islam. Do you know about that?
I have. Yes, I have experience with that website actually. A few years back, me learning about Islam, I come across, of course, your show, and then I found a couple of websites, like the Quran website, the Ask Questions, you know, the website for women, and that website is like mainly for all females to feel accepted and include, that we want to feel, I believe, I don't know what is the motive behind this website, because only Allah knows the intentions of people, but when I learned about this website, I felt like it was created for women like me to feel included, to have a spot where we can go, where it's safe for us to learn from, to seek knowledge from, for us to be part of, to feel part of. That's how I see it.
Yes, you know what? We have a website that goes to all of our websites. It's called Share Islam. Have you heard about that?
I did, and that's actually how I end up knowing more about the other sites.
Ah, how did you hear about our websites?
you know, it was a, you know, me trying to seek knowledge. You know, you speak English, I speak English. You know, you were born here in the United States, in North America. I was born in Central America. So you were Christian, so I found a common denominator between me and you. I felt like, you know, like I could connect to your story. So the more I watch your videos, you know, you mention it. And it was like some fundraising that you guys did. I remember, and you guys were talking about websites, and you know, these shows really like help people like me find resources where we can safely ask or safely search the knowledge directly from Allah without us exposing our flaws. You know, because it's very important. We never want to expose our flaws. So when you seek knowledge straight up from Allah, when it comes from the Quran, and then when it comes from the Sunnah of the Prophet, then that's the best response that you can have. You don't need you may need clarification, right, from people of knowledge, but the best thing is when we seek for Allah first. So these websites that I found, you know, like they were very, like from the Quran. It was not, I think, it was nothing about opinions. It was about what Allah says, which is in the Quran, and referring that to also the Sunnah, which was one of the things that I really appreciate, because in the internet, you may find different information, especially if you are, you know, brand new Muslim, and then you'll go to YouTube, and then you get caught up with things that they're not necessarily clear to you at the level that you need it to be. So websites like this help you break down slowly, you know, understand what you're seeking.
That's exactly right. I'm on one of our websites right now, the Share Islam website, and I wanted to put it up so people could see it. ShareIslam.com. And it is really a website that helps people get to Islam and stay in Islam. And it's a beautiful opportunity for everybody. I'm going to get on the Prophet of Islam. Oh, wait a minute. The Islam's women there you go. This is Islam's women. Are they oppressed? Are they oppressed? Where are the right boys
The believing men and the believing women, the Muslim men and the Muslim women, the fasting men and the fasting women, the charity-giving men and the charity-giving women, the patient men and the patient women, because Allah is making sure you understand that men and women are the same in front of Him.
IslamsWomen.com. And then you can click on the articles. Probably you already did that, didn't you?
Yes, I actually, like I said, I love this website. I love all your websites, but it's like very easy to manage. Like, no, it's not complicated. And for people like me who like, for example, like I love to learn. That's how I became Muslim, from knowing about the unseen world, the topics that nobody wants to talk about. So like, when you think about woman, right, for a non-Muslim, it's like, because in Latin American culture, unless if you're a non or you come from a Jewish family, then you don't cover yourself, and even most of Jewish families these days, they don't cover like Muslim women. So you don't see that very often in Central America.
Actually,
very different.
I'm
whenever you hear about Muslims,
I want to tell you about something. The first time I went to Mexico, which is Latin, they have a Latin version of the language, you know, Spanish is mixed with Latin. Anyway, so I go there, and it was 1960 or 61, something like that. And then I went to the square in the towns, the villages, and you would see people walking, and men would be with men, women would be with women, and young ladies, like teenagers, would be with the aunt or their mother or their grandmother or something like that, and they would always have a cover on their head, a scarf on their head, and that was the way that Spain actually started out. When the Muslims were in Spain, they were there for about 700-800 years. And yeah, it really was an amazing thing to see those people. And they still have Muslim names like Omar and Khadija and Aisha. I don't know if you had it in South America. Did you have it in Central or South America? Where were you from?
Yes, Brother Yusuf, I was born in Honduras. So,
Honduras.
Just to clarify, this is Sister Barbara.
Oh, mashallah, mashallah. I was going to say there is a sister in North Carolina, but anyway.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, so my grandmother, though, I had a grandmother, and she died when she was 112, right before the year of COVID. And she used to tell us stories, and she used to say how women used to dress with, like a hijab. So I never knew that. I'm on my, early 30s, and I don't remember that back then, except for my dad's family, because they were Jewish. But then I never saw that in the public eye, because, times change. But then, and I moved here to the United States, in 2009. So I didn't get to have that much experience in my country, like, to be honest. So, but then my grandmother, she will tell me stories like that. Like, she will always say, she was very Catholic, and she used to say, women have to dress like Virgin Mary. So, and then for them, it was like cover themselves, like no dresses, to cover down their knees, cover their neck and their hair. And then my grandmother, she dressed like that, but at a certain point on her life, she didn't anymore. But I have heard, but that was before my time. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see that.
Oh, mashallah, mashallah. Well, you never saw your grandmother?
I had my grandmother and my grandmother. I think that was from my mom's side of my family. And, my grandmother died 1 year before, as I said, before COVID. And then my grandmother, I haven't seen her since 2009, unfortunately. And inshallah, I have trust in Allah that one day I will. But as of right now, I haven't seen her in person. She still, lives. And she's a very strong woman. So definitely, even though, I wasn't raised for more than, I believe, 13 years ago. She was the one who raised me for 13 years before I came to the United States. You know, she teach me a lot. She teach me to be self-sufficient, to always learn. She couldn't go to college, so she learned how to read and write because of her brothers. One of her brothers teach her. So definitely there's a lot of things that we think that we have misconceptions of Arab people or, you know, Arab countries, but we leave a lot of, you know, we have a lot of ignorance as well here in America. Depends on where you're coming from. Ignorance because we're not able to go to school. So, you know, like I said earlier, sometimes when we point at other people's faults, we forgot the three fingers pointed off. So, yeah, like this topic in the website says, are they oppressed? Who are they? And then, mashallah, Mubarak, like the way they presented a Muslim woman is, you know, hijab, covering herself. So it's like, it talks about a hijab. It makes me feel like, oh, this woman is guarding herself. Now, why is she guarding herself? That's my first question, right? When I see this photo on the website, like, why is she covering? Why is she guarding herself? So when you click in the website and give you like face veils, like I'm looking at it right now, and it's like virtues of hijab. What is a hijab? Obligations of hijab. Like, are you obligated? You're not obligated? Is this something that you have to? Is this a choice? So this website definitely is something very, very good for people who just starting to learn about Islam. So if you know anybody that is listening right now, that knows a friend that have questions regarding Islam, or, you know, seems like to have a sparkle on them whenever they ask you something, this is something that you can provide for them, and let them read it on their own, and don't force anything, because like I say, it just takes one moment for the sparkle of that thirst of knowledge of Allah to be in your heart. So then you can seek that knowledge on your own with the help of Allah, inshallah.
You have hit a lot of things in your talk, and I wish that you would be one of our supporters by joining us on a weekly basis. You know, once a week or twice a week, if you have the time. I would really love for you to be on our live program, because we're getting ready to reopen our chat room, and I would really love to have women, especially you, be one of the ones that helps us out, because you know a lot about the coming to Islam.
Inshallah, so I actually, since last time we spoke about it, make my dua, talk to my family about it, you know, because this is a decision that I have to, it's not just about me, have, you know, like, Muslim woman, married woman with family, like I also have to make decisions according to, you know, that for the sake of Allah, but for the better of my family, and that is something that it was spoken in my family, and we all agree that Mrs. Barbara could do it.
Alhamdulillah. I think Barbara would be a perfect young lady to help other people understand Islam. So with that, we have to go, and we'll turn it over to, we have to say, stay guided with
Guidance TV.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. More coming up right here on Guide Us TV.
How can you get rewards like we